At this time, my sister Judy would like to say a few words.
Once again, thank you all for coming today. As Jennifer said, Julie was an amazing person who was caring and thoughtful, and she was the youngest child, so as you know, they're the charmers of the family. Julie had a great sense of humor, and she was super. She was a risk taker, and she was outgoing, and she was very creative. So today, what I wanted to do is just to share some highlights about Julie. So first, doctor's group. Do we have doctor's group? There we go, doctor's group. Talking about something special. Julie was a physical therapist assistant at doctor's group in Lakewood for 12 years. Not only had she found something that she loved to do, which was to use her healing touch to help patients, but she also loved the people that she worked with. So, they had lunch together, they went to happy hours together, they took continuing education together. There were all night scrapbooking parties and scrapbooking conventions. And they shared, in life events with each other. They went to weddings, the kids that came. She really did love the Doctor's Group family. Next is the X-ray group. Where are you, X-ray? Are you all right? So, after Doctor's Group, Julie had decided to enter the radiologic technology program over at Cypress College. And, she was amazing. While she was taking classes in the program, she was actually also working registry as a PTA at hospitals and clinics. And she was just working so hard, but she really, really loved it. She would share stories about her classes, teachers, classmates. And since we are here for lunch, we will not talk about the whole blood drawing thing. I have some pictures. But her class was really great. They were a great group that studied hard together, that worked well together, and had a lot of fun, playing as well. So, she really did love you all. Friends. Julie kept good friends. This last November, Julie was maid of honor for Shiro, who was introduced earlier. And she has been close friends with him like forever, since elementary school. They even went all the way through college together and had attended at Cal State Long Beach. So at Long Beach, they had a great group of friends. Okay, where's the Cal State Long Beach group? There we go. They would hang out at the Union together. They would have beach parties. And, Julie did tell me about that road trip to San Francisco, where you did discover the steeping roads and the garlic. She told me about the garlic. So, they have kept in touch with each other. Again, sharing in life events, going to each other's weddings, sending pictures of the kids, connecting around the holidays. So, like I said, Julie really kept good friends. Family. Well, I want to let you know, we have actually a pretty big family. So when we were growing up, we had an abundance of relatives with whom we celebrated holidays and birthdays. And we had a lot of aunts, uncles, and cousins. I mean, when we actually all got together, there were easily over 20 of us. So, cousins are great. They're great because they're family, and they already know all about you. And if you're very fortunate, cousins can also be your friends. So for Julie, in particular, our cousins Lynn and Cheryl. So Lynn, Julie and Lynn were actually only 3 days apart in age. They became lifelong friends, and when they were younger, it was playing sleepovers, that kind of thing. And later it was hanging out, getting into mischief.
What?
And traveling. Our cousin Cheryl, who was introduced earlier, she really touched Julie's life. Julie loved getting together with Cheryl. And it is really about Cheryl and her positive and upbeat outlook on life. She would really light up when she knew you were coming over. Okay, so. Okay, tennis. She loved tennis. So, she got her passion for tennis from our mom, Hannah. Well, Jeff, Jennifer, and I were on the swim team growing up. You know, Julie was actually destined for something special. So our mom liked to play tennis and really had a pretty good old school serve. She shared her love for the game with Julie. You know, Mom played tennis with Julie. She took her to tennis lessons, and she watched Julie compete. Later on, they went to Davis Cup matches and also to the countrywide tournaments over at UCLA. And, watching the slams. We're talking the Australian Open, French Open, Wimbledon, and the US Open. So, you knew it was tennis time at Mom's house because my mom and Julie would watch tennis from the very early morning throughout the day, late into the night, and they'd also be videotaping the matches to watch them. So Julie and my mom had a very close relationship, and tennis was just one of the many special things that they shared. And if you want to hear about Julie, my mom in Vegas, I'm sorry, but you know what happens in Vegas? So now I come to Julie and me. Julie and I were very close. She was first my sister and forever my friend. What I'll remember most about Julie are the little things. Going to concerts, shows, the movies, reading the same books and watching the same TV shows, cooking and baking together, heading out to Disneyland together with Mom and Alexander, shopping until we dropped, and then going back home and looking at everything again just to see what we had gotten. You know, knowing what the other was thinking without saying a word, finishing each other's sentences, laughing uncontrollably, having giggle fests, and most of all, just hanging out and talking. So, you know, Julie had a great smile and a wonderful laugh. And what I want to tell you about is a very, very special person in her life, which is Mike. You know, Mike, you know, Julie found her soulmate, and that was you.
Me too.
Yeah. And, you know, she loved to travel with you across the U.S. and Europe. We went everywhere. It was just amazing. We loved to get postcards. And, you know, she told me that she always knew when you were together that you would take care of her. She will keep that. Alrighty. So, again, thank you all for coming to celebrate Julie's life. She was, like I said, an amazing person, and obviously this turnout, this wonderful, wonderful turnout and outpouring of support, you know, it's just a testament, you know, to how much she loved and what a special person she was. So, thank you. Okay, so if we can all have a seat and we'll get lunch started. Thank you.